So this is Frites Sideboard here, for those of you who watched the video on the actual deck. We're talking about sideboard. This is very similar to what most people are running. It's got a couple of tweaks to it, and we'll talk about that. So Justin, we've got more worm coil engines. When are you bringing those in?
I'm bringing the worm coil engines in against probably Kessig. The matchup with Kessig, they got big guys and they're beating me down for a lot of damage. So I take out my Inferno Titans because my Inferno Titans in that matchup don't do so well. I need the extra worm coils so I can gain my life back, get some gap between them and beating me down, and it also deals with their Titans.
Cool. Cool. Makes sense. And then this Memories Journey. Tell us about Memories Journey. Why are you playing that?
Memories Journey is really good. It has real good synergy with the deck. With the milling, you have the flashback cost for 1 green. The most cards that wreck this deck are the Hill Spellbomb, Surgical Extraction, and the Grafdigger's Cage. Now, if they have Grafdigger's Cage on the board, or say in the Hill Spellbomb and they crack it, or if you're not able to cast your stuff in the graveyard because of the cage, you can use your memory step to put those back into your deck, so maybe you have a chance to cast it from your hand, or take away their target's for Surgical Extraction. Cool,
cool, okay. And then, which is sweet when they waste 2 life and you're able to put those back in your deck. Let's talk about Ancient Grudge. I've seen you cast this way too many times from your graveyard and just get so much advantage from it. What do you think of the card? When do you bring it in?
Ancient Grudge is an amazing card since it has a flashback and you can get 2 artifacts just for the 1 card. Now I run 4 for Tampered Steel. That's the only time I bring 4 in, and most of the time if they're running like swords I bring in 3 just to take those out. If they're artifact heavy I went against a Tezzeret deck, Tezzeret control, and they just wrecked. I get a lot of value out of those cards since it's a 2. I can cast it twice basically.
Cool, I like that, and I've definitely seen you get way ahead. It hits a consistent too with how many cards you're putting in the yard. Ray of Revelation, tell us your thoughts on that.
Ray of Revelation is a really good card. Most of the time I only pitch about 1 ofs into my board, not my board, but into the deck, because it does have a lot of synergy. You can cast it from your graveyard just like any other card in the deck. Ray of Revelation hits your O-Ring, your pumps for the black-white tokens, and a lot of different stuff that you might find in other decks.
Cool, cool. Okay, Thrun is a 1 of. For what reason are you running 1 Thrun? What is that doing for you?
Thrun is really good against the control matchup. Sometimes they'll bring it in, you'll bring it in and you'll cast it and they just won't be able to do anything. It's really good against Delver. They can't counter it, they can't Vapor Snag it, and he just keeps beating for 4. They can image it, but then you can just recast it from your graveyard, bring it back, and they still can't deal with it consistently.
Cool, cool, I like it. Sounds good. So Purify the Grave, we've seen this in a lot of sideboards as a 1 of. You've cut 2 Jin-Gitaxias and moved to 3 Purify the Grave. Tell me your thoughts there.
I cut Jin-Gitaxias because when I was playing that card, I was hitting my combo consistently, and when you don't need to draw cards as much in this deck, because if you have your combo going and you're beaten down and it's late game, you don't need to draw cards. Jin-Gitaxias was the only time I put him in was for Kessig Wolf Run because they didn't have a way of dealing with it on my turn other than 1 out of Beast Within. And after that I've drawn my 7, eliminated their hand, they have 1 shot, and it worked well. Though once I drew, it seemed like it didn't draw me any answers. I already had the answer on the board.
Cool.
I moved to 3 Purify the Graves because every time I've used this card, I've taken out something from them. In the mirror match, it's amazing because you'll take out their Elish Norn, you'll hit yours. When the people play Snapcaster Mage, you can take away their target, taking out the value from Snapcaster Mage. And it's just a really good card, good synergy with the flashback cost. And
nice. Now we played a game and I attempted to surgical extract something from you. You played this on your own guy, so tell me the strategy behind that and your thought there.
Well, the thought behind it was if I can Purify the Grave on my own dude, he doesn't hit all 4, say like Elish Norn or Unburial Rites or any card like that. So they wasted their 1 shot, or maybe if they had 2 in their hand just from trying to take out my whole core of the deck, I end up stopping that, and it counters them pretty well.
Cool, very nice. So again, Justin Deal, this is Frites, and we're just showing you some sideboard tech. Your call as to whether or not Jin-Gitaxias is good. We've talked about it a lot, and I think I agree with Justin that it's just not solid enough. But test it for yourself, see what you think, and yeah, happy testing.